So I have always studied good people. It has always been a preoccupation of mine because I hate evil and I have devoted my life to fighting it. That is one of the ways I see my life when I look back on it, and I always wanted to do that. But the more important question is not why are there evil people, that's important, but why are there really good people? It takes so much to be a good person. You need wisdom, you need courage. Courage is extremely rare. You can't be good without wisdom and you can't be good without courage. You need both. You need a level head, you have to think clearly. There are a lot of things that have to go right with you. Why do such people exist? And it's a very tough issue, but it's the most important issue in life. The most important question in the world is how do you make good people? We are not absorbed in that at all in our society, whether it is America or any other modern society. That's not what absorbs society at this time. Parents, for example, they don't think, how do I make a good child? How do I make a good adult, really? They think, how do I make a good student? How do I make a successful young person? That's what they think about, or perhaps even a good athlete or famous. Because people think that people are basically good, they think all you have to do is give kids love. But as I've said all of my broadcast life of 40 years, if all you give your child is love, you will end up with a well-loved barbarian. Love is hardly enough. Discipline and guardrails and guidelines and character building are actually more important even than love. And I am certainly a big fan of love. Every normal person is. So the question, how do you make good people, does not preoccupy us. But I will say this, something that I have come to realize, which by the way, I'm not happy to report to you. A lot of the most special people seem to have developed on their own. I don't count myself in that group. Some might. I will just tell you, my father had a very, very good response. And I'm being obviously very open here. Once at a lecture of mine, my parents attended this lecture and they had a lot of pride. Their son is up there and people are applauding and all that. After the lecture, I heard somebody say something to my father. I was within earshot. He did not know that I was there. And so I heard this man say to my father, "Oh, Mr. Prager, you did some fine job with Dennis. I congratulate you, I salute you," whatever he said. And my father looked at him, and to his great credit, my father said, "I'm very lucky." He didn't even say thank you, because he realized that, and I don't want to minimize the role that my parents played. Ethics was a very important part of my upbringing. It was a relatively normal upbringing with all the troubles that even normal upbringings have. But he was right. He didn't produce me. I don't know what produced me. So there are so many conclusions, or at least thoughts, to be drawn from all of this. One, by the way, which should help a lot of you who are parents, is you shouldn't take too much credit for a wonderful child, and you shouldn't take too much blame for a bad child.